Normally it's films centered around weddings, which are a recipe for farcical comedy, but Noah Baumbach has gone and applied the same screwball shtick to the subject of divorce. I just came out of his new film, Marriage Story, beaming, which was something I was not expecting to happen, given that this is a breakup movie. Let's talk about Marriage Story. So Marriage Story is centered around this couple, Nicole and Charlie, who are played by Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver. She was a promising actress from LA who gave up her promising career in Hollywood in order to be with Charlie and also be the star of his avant-garde theatre troupe in New York, which he is the director of. They've been married for 10 years and they have an 8-year-old son called Henry, but their marriage has hit the reefs and Nicole wants to get out of the marriage so she can move back to LA and pursue her bigger ambitions of being a TV and film actress. Both Charlie and Nicole want to end things amicably and they agree after Nicole shoots a TV pilot in LA, she'll come back to New York so they can figure out the divorce without the need for lawyers. But things get a bit messy and complicated when Nicole's TV pilot gets picked up for a full series and she wants to keep Henry in LA. But Charlie's work and life is all based in New York, so this is when the drama starts to heat up. Writer-director Noah Baumbach is a child of divorced parents and he himself has also been through a divorce with his ex-wife, who is actress Jennifer Jason Leigh. Marriage Story is certainly his most personal film he's ever made. It's like a part of his soul is right there on the screen. He opens the film on a note of positivity with both Charlie and Nicole listing what they both love about each other, set to a montage of clips from their past. They both list things that are so specific to each other and they're the kind of perfect imperfections that only a partner you've been with for years will know about. Like how Nicole always inexplicably brews a cup of tea that she never drinks, or how Charlie loves all the bits of being a dad which you're supposed to hate, like the tantrums and the tears. The way the opening scene is framed in such idyllic lighting from cinematographer Robbie Ryan makes you fall in love with them as a couple. It allows you to empathize with them both before things turn ugly. Both Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver are sensational in this film. It feels like they've lived in their characters' shoes for 10 years, felt every high and low of the relationship, and brought these characters to life. They both show incredible range. Love, joy, resentment, stubbornness, pride, anger. They're both on such top form. And as things escalate with the lawyer's involvement, it brings 10 years worth of repressed emotions to the surface in one very eruptive scene between the two of them. It's such a powerfully reactive scene with both Johansson and Driver at their best. We could be looking at Oscar nominations for both of them for this scene. And I have to give a shout out to Laura Dern because she was spectacular in this film as this obnoxiously nice lawyer called Nora who represents Nicole. She's the type of lady that will call herself schleppy even though all she's wearing is designer labels, and she gets one glorious speech about how mothers are held to a higher parental standard than fathers. I don't want to spoil the scene for you, but she was so convincingly good and funny in this scene that she managed to get a round of applause mid-speech. She hadn't even finished the monologue and people in the audience were clapping for her. Laura Dern slayed it. And it's not just Laura Dern who's the only supporting character that gets a glorious moment. There's a few supporting players that have brilliant comedic moments, like Merritt Weaver, who plays Nicole's sister Cassie, who has a brilliantly awkward scene in a kitchen involving a manila envelope and a pie. Julie Haggerty plays Nicole's mum Sandra, and she's so intrusively open that she doesn't realize she's being so inappropriate with her daughter's exes. She's priceless. And I can't forget Martha Keller, who played this scene-stealing part of this court-ordered supervisor for both Charlie and Nicole. She doesn't even have that much dialogue, but it's the way she holds herself in this scene which is so wonderfully awkward and hilarious. She was brilliant. There's so many great comedic moments in this film. I wasn't expecting to laugh this much, but it's admirable how Baumbach has turned so much personal tragedy into comedy. He's managed to create something beautiful from a subject which is notoriously ugly. This film is marvelous because it's a perfect symphony of heart-wrenching drama, absurd humor, terrific performances, naturalistic dialogue, sympathetic cinematography, and stellar direction. So it's time to ask my 3 questions. Firstly, Would I watch this again? Absolutely. I love this film. I'm definitely watching it again. Question number 2, do I recommend it for you guys? Absolutely again. Marriage Story is something very special. Add it to your must-watch list on Netflix, okay? And I'm also adding it to my playlist of films that you should see before you die. It's that good. There we go, guys. That is my review of Marriage Story. But remember, this is just one bloke's opinion. I would love to hear from you guys. What did you guys think of Marriage Story? Did it touch you as much as it touched me? Whatever your thoughts and opinions are, be sure to let your voice be heard in that comment section down below. If you guys do like my content and want to be up to date on all my reviews from the Venice and Toronto film festivals, be sure to click that subscribe button. And if you want to be up to date and when all that stuff's coming out, be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All those links are down in that description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. For more things related to movies, TV, and popcorn culture, I'm Luke Airfield, and I'll see you next time.